There's a film festival coming soon in Brisbane that more people should be aware of. New Farm Cinemas recently announced the lineup of film screenings for the New Farm Queer Film Festival, featuring a wide variety of, well, you guessed it, queer films. Whether it be essential queer cinema, films that have yet to be screened in Australia, or even films that haven't been released anywhere else. I wish I could talk about all the films since I think this year's selection is fantastic, but let me suggest 3 films and talk about one movie I've already bought a ticket for. Of course, you can't talk about this selection without mentioning one of the most talked about queer films of this year, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. This is Jane Shawburn's third feature following her acclaimed sophomore feature, I Saw the TV Glow. Hannah N. Biner stars as a queer director hired to direct the new installment of the horror franchise Camp Miasma. She becomes obsessed with hiring the original final girl from the first film, played by Gillian Anderson. Once they find each other, they go on a surrealist and psychosexual epic that reveals more of what Camp Miasma has in store. This film is so popular right now that New Farm had to create another screening to meet demand, so don't miss out on it. On a more indie scale, She's the He is the one I'm really excited about. It's the directorial debut of Siobhan McCarthy. Inspired by high school comedies, we follow 2 best friends as they pretend to be trans to get into a girl's locker, only to realize that one of them might actually be trans. From this revelation, we follow the journey on friendship, growing up after high school, and transitioning in a lighthearted, funny, and gentle presentation. Then there's Blue Film, the directorial debut of Elliot Totto, and definitely the hardest one to suggest. Follows a fetish camboy who gets sent $50,000 to spend a night with one of his viewers. After some uncomfortable interaction, they realize they had an unfortunate connection in the past. What follows is an introspective discussion about their sexual desires and their reasons for such extreme feelings. This, from what I can tell, is going to be a difficult film to many, so proceed with caution, but I'll still check it out as I haven't heard of a film like this before. Then the film I'm absolutely shocked it's being screened, but very excited about, is Castration Movie Chapter 3. Now some of you may have remembered that I've reviewed the first entry of Castration Movie, and ever since watching it, I can't stop thinking about it. Now this is not the whole Castration Movie. If you don't know, each film acts like an anthology film, as we follow different storylines throughout the duration. What this means is we are watching a full movie, but we are missing the other anthology storylines of Castration Movie Chapter 3. I guess that's why it's subtitled as a fragmentary passage. Nevertheless, I'm beyond excited for this. Louise Ward is an incredible filmmaker, and I'm very excited with what this has to offer. If you are also attending the New Farm Queer Film Festival, which films are you gonna see? Let me know in the comments below.
Where the movies come from, he always comes back.